Hey guys, my name is Shanjai. In this video I wanted to teach you guys how to make kind of a project that's based on learning the basics of JavaScript. So my previous videos I was making kind of, I guess for beginners might be some advanced or complicated JavaScript. So I wanted to teach you guys some of the basics that could kind of help you in your programming journey. So let's get started. So the way it works is it's got the demo and there's the code behind it. So the demo is I'm just gonna say make a tutorial, and if I click on the ad it's gonna make a kind of a to-do, I would say. And we could also click on edit. So if I click on edit, it's gonna bring up that particular text over here, and it's gonna replace it with the name button update. So I can edit it saying today, and if I click on update it's gonna replace it with update. We can also remove it. So it's kind of a basic CRUD application which we also built using PHP. If you want to learn about PHP, I'll actually leave that playlist in the description. Also it will be in the card in the top right hand corner. If it's not there, it's definitely in the description if you're a PHP guy. So before that, I really want you guys to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, or if you guys haven't yet subscribed. If you want more videos, I really want you guys to subscribe, which will kind of help me to make more videos. Here's a script that I have. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete it so we can get started with our project. So I have a to-do. I have a nav with an input and add button, which is this, and this to-dos, this div with a class of to-dos is gonna contain each and every to-do. So we have div with a class of to-do, which is going to be an individual to-do. Inside that we have the title, we have the remove button and the edit button. So if I go ahead and save it, this is how it should look like. So we have go ahead and comment it by selecting it and pressing control from something. So after that, I'm sorry, this is how it should look like. So we are gonna get everything inside a script tag, and we are gonna create each and every one of them. So first of all, I want to actually get the to-dos. So the to-dos parent, which contains everything. So to-dos parent equals document.query selector. So query selector is what, like, you can use this to select anything on the DOM, which is the HTML page. So you could select a class or one with a name or ID or anything. So we're gonna select it with a class. So dot to-dos, sorry, it should be dot to-dos. After that, we need to get the input value. So we can create, this is the input. So we want to get that value so we can create the to-do. So I'm gonna say to-do value. I'm just gonna say to-do inputs, because this is not the actual value that we're getting. We're just gonna get the input itself. So we have now with a class of input container, and we have the input right there. So as I said, with query selector we could select anything you want. So input the class, so I want to put a dot there. After that, I want to get the add button right here. So I'm gonna say add to do. I'm gonna say document dot query selector, which is right here. I'm gonna paste the same thing right there, and with the class of, I'm sorry, we could just give it add to do. And after that, one last thing we want to take is the input container itself. So because we want to change this into a date, so we want that. So I want to say input container. I don't know how that's already there, but sorry, it's document dot query selector. I'm gonna pass in that. After that, first of all, which is really important in any CRUD application you guys are building, we want to listen for a click. So how we do that is we have an element called add to do, which refers to this. So we want to add an event listener for that. So we want to listen for a click. That's the first parameter you want to pass in, and I want to say the function name right here. So I'm going to say to do function. This is going to contain everything that we need to make a to do. So we want to make a function with that name, because if we don't do that, it's going to show up an error. So this is what we have right here. So we want to listen for a click and make a div with a class of to do, an h4, a button, and an edit button. So the way we create elements inside an HTML inside JavaScript is we make a variable. First is I'm gonna say to do, and I'm gonna say document dot create element. First of all, we want to create a div. So for this to do, I want to set a class. So we use set attribute because class is an attribute. Class is to do, and we wanna, what do we want to do? First of all, we have a to do. We set attribute. We want to append this to this parent, which is the to do parent, which we have right there. So we want to append. What we want to do is we want to get the to do's parent right here. To do's parent dot append child, because it's a child of the to do's parent, because it's inside the to do's parent. So append child, we want to say to do. After, it's going to be the same thing. So if we actually check what's going on, if we type something and give a click, yeah, it's bringing up a div with a class of to do. I'm just doing the script, the JavaScript only. The HTML and the CSS is already done. I don't want to waste time on that. I'll actually leave a link to the project HTML and CSS down in the description. So regardless, we want to now have the h4 right there. So I'm going to copy it because it's just creating a bunch of elements. So I want to say to do title. So in this case, you want to create an h4. We want to give it a class. Do we want to give it a class of anything? No, we don't want to give it a class. So to do parent, we want to append this to, what do we want to append this to? We want to append this to the to do, which is this div. We don't want to append it to this div, but to this div. So I'm gonna say to do title. We also want to set the inner HTML, which is the title itself, and the text in HTML is the value of this input. So to do input, dot value. So if we actually take a look, it's gonna get these up. We also want to make two buttons, which is one is edit, one is delete. First of all, button, I'm gonna copy this class, a script that gets you to make a class. So you want to say in this remove to do. We want to make a button, and I want to say remove to do. I'm going to set that as a class because we actually have stylings for that specific class in the style sheet. We want to make we want to make the remove to do set attribute. We want to make the remove to do in HTML equals to remove, and we want to append that as well, but we want to append the remove to do. And right here we need delete to do, and we want to create a button here as well. I know this is time consuming, but this is also part of the script, but we have to do it. Here it says edit, and we want to paste in the class which we copied above. Delete to do. We want to say the class is this is edit to do. Oh my god, edit to do. Even for the class, I should say edit to do. I'm gonna say edit, and I wanna specify the edit to do right here. So if we go ahead and type some random text and click, it's gonna get it right here. Why isn't this working? If we actually open up the console, we could see the error. Delete to do is defined. It's on line 45. Okay, we wanna append, we wanna set attribute for the edit to do. So if we go ahead and type some random text, it's gonna bring that out. So now we wanna make the remove functionality. So we wanna add an event listener for the remove to do. So I'm gonna say remove to do dot add event listener. We want to listen for a click, and basically we want to run a function. So this is how we get functions. We also have arrow functions and normal functions, where we also did it like this. We specify a function and we have separate place for that, but we only have a little bit of stuff to do in here. So I'm actually going to open up the console, which we need. So I've zoomed it up for a little bit so you guys can see it. So we want to get the event. So when I was starting out, I didn't know how to get an event, so I actually learned it. So I want to teach you guys also. So event is the specific stuff that we are clicking on. So if I just give some random text and we have multiple to-dos, just say we have multiple to-dos. If I click on edit, we don't know what to do to basically edit. So the event parameter actually helps us in that way. So the way we actually use it, let me refresh that. So the way we actually use it is we want to make a variable called target, and the target to do is going to be e.target.parent node. So let me console.log this, so it's kind of easy for. So if I type in something, so I have two to-dos. If I click on this, okay, I'm gonna click on this remove to do. It's gonna bring up this, and it's gonna say the specific stuff that we want to get. So this section, if I click on this remove, it's gonna console log another one, and we have that specific element. So that's how the e.target is really helpful. So what we want to do, we don't want to console log it, we want to remove it. So I want to say that target dot remove, and that's kind of it. If I say some random text, if I click on that, it's going to remove that. Now that's it. But what we want to do, we are giving some text, and when we click on add, the text is still there. So what we actually want to do is right over there, once they click on the add to do, we want to make the to do input dot value, which is the text inside it, equals to nothing. So if I actually type in some text, it's gonna be, I don't want that to be there because there's gonna be nothing over there. So right after everything's done, we want to do that. So yes, we want to get the value and make it to nothing right after we make everything, right after we set the in HTML and all those kind of stuff. Now we want to make the edit functionality, which is kind of hard to do. So we want to listen for a click, as we did for the remove to do as well. So for the edit to do, I want to add an event listener. We want to listen for a click, and we want to run a simple function as we did it in the remove to do. So also here I want to get the e, which is this. Let me actually check what I should also have a update to do. Okay. Okay, that's edit. So actually after the edit, when we click on edit to do the same thing, we want to get the e.target. First of all, when we want to edit something, we want to get the current text and put it up in the input and change this into update, and once we click on that, we want to change it in HTML. So I want to first say target text because we want to get the text. So I'm going to say e.target dot parent node, and we want to get the first element, which is going to be 0. If I just console.log target text, you guys can kind of get an idea of what we're doing. So if I actually do that, give in something, and if I click on edit, it's gonna give undefined because why? Click on edit, see what's that, and dot parent node. Why isn't that working? Dot parent node. Should it be dot parent node again? Let's just try. No. Let me change that to B. Might kind of work. I want to get the 0th element. If I say 1, what is it? Let me check my app.js. I also got some text right here. Edit to do. So wait, I want to get the child node. Oh shit. So if we actually console log the target text right here. Wait, I don't want to use Chrome. I'm going to use Mozilla Firefox, because in Mozilla Firefox they actually show you all the elements that we have inside of any parent, like any div. So I should have used this before itself. If I open up the console in Mozilla Firefox, go to the console, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So if I type in some random text, if I click on edit, it's going to open up this. So inside this, as I said, Mozilla Firefox got all the attributes and stuff. So if we go right here, we have child nodes. Child node means what we have inside that particular div. So child nodes, we've got an h4, we've got 1, 2, we got 2 buttons, and that's it. And we got the length, and that's it for that. We've also got a lot of stuff, but we don't want that for this tutorial application. So we want to target the child nodes and the 0th array. So I'm going to say dot child nodes, and we want to get the 0th array. So if I right now, it should work. If I type in some random text, click on edit, yes, it's bringing up an h4. So inside this h4 also we have a lot of elements. So in this we could get the inner HTML. So if you actually scroll down, yeah, it's right here. So it just says in HTML, you can take the inner value. So I'll say in HTML. What we want to do with the in HTML is put it in this tag, this input. I was just checking if I've got time. I want to say the input. I want to say the to do input dot value should be equal to the target text. So what we are doing here is let me show you what we are doing. So if I click on edit, it's gonna get the current target text. So the target text is the which is the event, the target, and the parent that we are in, and the h4 inside it and the in HTML inside the h4, and it's going to take that up and put it right there. And what we want to do with that, we also want to what do we want to do? We want to make an update to do right here. We want to append that to the nav container. After this, I'm just going to copy this right here, edit to do. After that, I want to just change this to update to do and all of these stuff. I want to set the class to update to do. The in HTML should be update as well. We want to append this to the nav container, which we have at the top, input container, which is a parent, which is this whole section right here, input container, and we wanna append that with update to do. Now if we actually click on that, if I click on edit, it's gonna bring up both of them, so I don't want that. I only want this, and I want to make this display none. So actually we have the add to do on the top, and I'm gonna say add to do dot style dot display equals to none. So here we could actually write some CSS inside JavaScript. You could also write some whole CSS saying dot CSS text, dot CSS and like that, but we only want to style one thing. So if I click on that, click on edit, we got update right there. What we want to do right now is we want to, let me indent this thing. So after we've done that, we want to get the value that the person is going to change, and then set that as the target value that we got. Basically, if we put that, we want to make this into the updated text. So I want to make update title. I want to what do I want to put? Updated title is going to be the to do input dot value, I think. And after we click on update, we want to make this, which we have right here, b.target. We have the target text. So right after we click on update, we want to change that. So we want to listen for a click basically. So after that, update to do dot add event listener. We want to listen for a click function. Inside the function, we could get this target text and change that to the update title. So the way we do it is update title equals target text. So if we actually check, it should work. There's definitely error. No error. So you wanna change the let's just try it vice versa. Update title, click on edit. If I actually try and console.log update title, this is the current update title. Oh wait, I want to get the value inside the update to do, because we want to get the value after we click on the update title, because the current update title is going to be the same thing. Like this is the same thing and this is the same thing, but once we click on update, we want it to change. So I guess it should work right now. If I click on update, maybe right now it's the other way around. Target text, click on that. Why isn't it working? Let's actually console log the update title, so we can kind of get an idea of what we are doing. Edit, and if I change it and if I update, it's not changing. So what do I want to do? To do, I'm getting the value. Target text. I'll also console.log the target text. Both of them are that. You know what, I'll actually copy this, change the name and try to do that. I'll say target name. And I'm actually going to remove the in HTML, and I'll put target name dot in HTML equals to update title. So if I do that, if I click on edit, yes, it's working. So what we're actually doing, if you want to actually paying attention, we are putting in the value, we click on add to do. If you click on edit to do, it's going to bring up this, the child of it, and the h4 it's going to bring up right here. It's changing the update. When we change the text, it's getting that as a live input, and we click on update, it's going to change the current one which we got from edit. And remove to do is also working, and that's kind of it. You could do anything, style it, and you can do a lot with it. Kind of update it a little bit. We also want to remove this text as our last thing what we want to do. So if I say to do input dot value equals to nothing, so if we actually take a look, so there's that. So that's about for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Kind of a lot of work went into making this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you actually enjoyed it, I really want you guys to subscribe. If you guys actually watched until the end, thank you so much. Please click on the subscribe button, which is right below the video. You guys can also, this video is actually a playlist from a playlist called programming tutorials, and also I've got a lot of videos on my channel, so you guys can check that out. That's about for the video, guys. If you guys are interested, I'll actually leave it in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.